Hi everybody, I'm making this video today because I'm a mother of 3 myself, and I can really appreciate that coronavirus must be causing a lot of anxiety for pregnant women. I was quite fortunate that before I became pregnant with my first child, I'd actually spent 18 months in a darkened room, a bit like lockdown, meditating my way out of a serious illness that gave me light sensitivity and movement sensitivity. But even though that sounds like a terrible thing, it actually turned out to be quite an amazing opportunity for me to really learn how to use your powers, focus your attention, actually reclaim your health from what seems like something that's never going to go away. I ended up on disability allowance because the doctors told me I would never live a normal life again. So by the time I came along to having my first child, I felt quite well versed in how to actually focus my attention and what to do to stay calm and relaxed. And that worked out to be a really useful thing for me. So I'm going to share with you some of the skills that I discovered during the time that I was both ill and that I used when I was pregnant. But during this time with coronavirus, I think the first place to start is to overcome some of your fears. And we're going to do this by finding a quiet space to sit where you can be with your own thoughts and a pen and paper. And then we're going to sit down and you're going to do a very simple thing, which is you're just going to be with your own thoughts and you're going to write down up to 10 things that you're feeling concerned about at the moment, that are worrying you, you're feeling frightened of. So take as much time as you need to do this exercise, pause the video and then come back when you've finished. So now that you've done that and you've written down the 10 things that have been concerning you, we're going to actually start to be our own therapist. And the way in which I'm going to get you into that mindset is I'm going to give you a very clear and easy way in which you're going to listen and witness all the things that you've written down on this piece of paper. So you're going to read it, but you're going to read it in such a manner that is as if you would be listening to a child. So if you could imagine that a child has just come up to you who's really frightened and worried about something, and they're looking to you to witness the story that they've actually experienced in their life that's worrying them right now. And what they want from you is they want you to make them feel that they can trust you and that you're going to reassure them that everything's going to be okay. And they also want to make sure that you will listen to absolutely everything that they have to say, because that's very important to them and that helps them to overcome some of the things that they're worrying about. But they also want to know that at the end of that, there may be some simple solutions to be found, but that you will also just witness with them the way in which they can move forward in a positive way and let go of some of the things that they've been so worried about. And I think for all of us, we can instinctively imagine how we would do that. We would be kind, reassuring. We would try to do things and say things that made the child feel that they could trust us. And we would make it feel as if it was possible for them to overcome all the things that they were feeling anxious about right now. And that's exactly what you are going to do with yourself now. You're going to read back the things that you've written down that are worrying you, and you are going to reassure yourself that things are going to be okay. And by the end of that time, I think you'll find that some of the things that you were most worried about will still be there. And some of the smaller things may just slip away and you'll make connections between things and realize that, okay, maybe that's something I don't need to be so concerned about. So you can pause the video and spend a little time just doing that right now and then come back. So now that you've done that, I hope that you might be starting to feel a little bit more relaxed, because usually when someone's listened to your story, listened to what's going on for you, you begin to feel better. So that's you being your own therapist. And the next thing that you're going to do is you're actually going to take that piece of paper of all of the things that you're worried about and you're just going to tear it up, because we're letting go of those things now and we don't need to hold on to them anymore. And then the very easy final part of this exercise is that we're going to replace those thoughts and worries with something positive, something that you can use every day when you start to worry about the things that you've thought about on this piece of paper. You're actually going to now have an affirmation that you're going to replace it with. And that affirmation can be whatever you feel is best for you, but it might be something like, I choose to trust that life and nature will support me during this time of pregnancy and birth and guide me to have the best possible birth that I could wish for. And you might also choose something like, I choose to love myself and my baby at all times and know that all is well in my world. So they need to be simple things, because what you're really doing is you're trying to erase the thoughts that are in your mind that are actually making you feel anxious and replace them with something that makes you feel good. So I really hope that this easy exercise has been helpful for you today. And please like the page and make any comments that you want to, and I'll endeavour to do some more videos if this works well for you. Take care of yourself, and I really wish you all the best.